Hi, John Oaks here with HANKSTERS Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location, and today we have another new addition to our inventory to go over with you. This being a very nice 1969 Chevrolet Camaro. Now this car is just fresh in from the state of South Carolina, so with that said, you know it was a southern car, you know that the metal on the underside is going to be good, of which we always go over all that stuff with you anyways on the videos, so you'll get to see how nice the actual metal is on this car. But from the outside here, we're going to go over what we see here, which we have the white exterior. We do have the orange stripes on here, so probably kind of like a Dover white is probably what this would be. And then your orange obviously would be kind of like your Hugger orange that you would see on all your other Camaros. Now as far as this car goes, all the bright work, we've got the chrome front and rear bumpers, we've got all of your moldings in the bright, your wheel lip moldings, we've got your drip rail moldings, all the trim around the windows, all of your rocker moldings here, even your quarter panel accents here. All of that is in really good condition on this car. You can see nice and straight, polished up, looks really good on this particular vehicle. As far as the emblems and badging on this car, we've got the 350 emblems up on the front fender here. We also have the SS emblems right underneath the Camaro script emblems, also on the front fender. Now this car is not a real SS, it's just kind of badged up to look like one. But again, it's got pretty much everything that you would want as far as an SS would go. The steel 2-inch Cowl induction hood there with the hood pins. And we're going to get to that hood and open it up too and look at all that stuff underneath here in just a little bit. Glass on this car is in great shape too. Mirrors, both driver's side and passenger side is what this car has. Like I said, the windows are in great shape. They roll up and down very nice. Your gaps on your doors, very nice. You can check out the front gap. You can look at the back gap here, very uniform. And then we're going to open that door up and take a quick look on the inside. You'll notice inside we've got the all black vinyl interior. We've got the bucket seats with the headrest, factory dash and instrumentation, the black carpeting, the factory automatic center console with the horseshoe shifter and the sport style steering wheel, all of which are in great shape. You also notice it does have all of the seat belts included in their front and rear. As we come back along the side of the car, again the metal is nice and straight the whole way back along the side. We get back here, we can see things like our trunk fitment. That is very nice. Again, all of your elevations are nice. You got the orange stripes back here, the rear trunk spoiler here also, and the SS emblems back here on the rear tail panel as well. Again, I've already mentioned those bumpers there being chrome. We are going to go ahead and open the trunk lid up. That way we can take a look inside and see how nice the trunk is. So again, inside we've got the gray and white spatter paint in here. Trunk seals are in great shape too. There's no rips or tears in any of them. Nice and soft. They're going to seal up real nice. Got the little rubber bump stops up here on the trunk lid itself. Of course, painted white underneath too. Got your decals underneath here. Full-size spare in here as well with the spare tire cover and a trunk mat in here as well. You also have some Camaro SS floor mats in here also to go along with the interior of the car. We're going to go ahead and close this up, and then we're going to walk around now the passenger side of the car. So again, on the passenger side, your metal all nice and straight the whole way up along the side here. Your gaps on your doors, again, very uniform front to back. We will open this side up too. That way you get to see it from both sides. Again, your threshold plates are in good shape. Your weather stripping up along the top edge of the door, that's in good condition, as well as down the door itself. Door panels are in good condition. So like I said, all black interior, black headliner and everything. Really nice condition. Now as far as wheels and tires, we do have 15-inch rally wheels here. These are the painted steel rallies. You can see that they do have the beauty rings and center caps on them, and then of course a set of BF Goodrich radial TA tires. They are 215/70s on the front and two 45/60s on the back. Again, 15-inch wheels. Again, you've got the matching emblems and badging on this side here on the fender as well. As we come around the front of the car, got your standard front grille here and headlight assembly on the car. Down underneath, you do notice we've got the front air dam. Again, that nice chrome bumper. And then up top, this is a steel 2-inch Cowl induction hood. You can see that they did put the hood pins in. They are functional. They do help hold the hood down. But again, not really necessary because you do retain that stock latch on the front end. So I'm going to go ahead, just pull the pins out. We are going to open this up too. We can talk a little bit about what we have for an engine in here. Now, first thing is you've got the underside of the hood. Again, all the bracings all intact, black underneath, all black engine compartment here too. As far as the engine goes, this is a non-original motor, 350 cubic inch small block Chevrolet engine. You can see that this one's been outfitted with matching Edelbrock chrome air cleaner and valve covers, reusable style air filter element in there. As far as carburetor, I believe that's a Quadrajet carb sitting on top of a Weiand aluminum intake. And then of course we've got the valve cover breather, PCV valve. It's a single feed carburetor, by the way. So again, you're not going to drown this thing in fuel. All the heater lines are hooked up on this car. Power steering, power brakes, disc up front, drums on the rear, as you'll see from the underside video. The radiator itself, it's more so a stock style radiator. We do have a fan shroud and we have a 7-blade clutch fan on this as well. Long tube headers, dual exhaust the whole way back through. A set of their Flowmaster style mufflers. I don't necessarily think they're the Flowmaster name brand, but they're the same style. And of course tailpipes. Now this engine here, it's backed up by a turbo 350 transmission. And then as far as the rear end, it is a 10-bolt rear end in this car. I believe gear-wise, I think it was a 273 gear, I think, in this. If not, it's in our description, so make sure you take a look at that. Other than that, though, pretty much you've got everything that we've gone over here, all pretty much stock appearing as far as the outside of the car. There's been no modifications made that way. Inside, we do have a few aftermarket gauges. You'll see that it's got some Sunpro voltmeter, water temperature gauge, and oil pressure gauge. Other than that, though, pretty much stock appearing. They did upgrade the radio system in it too to a custom Autosound digital AM/FM radio there as well. So that's pretty much everything that we've got on our '69 Camaro here. Next thing we'll do is get this on the lift so you can see the underside. But for those of you out there that are interested in this car, definitely give us a call or shoot us an email first and make sure that we still have this car if you're wanting to come out and look at it. If you're traveling a distance and you have to fly in, definitely check with Pittsburgh International Airport, any of the major airlines that fly into there. That is your closest major airport to us. So with that said, we're going to close this up, get it on the lift now, go over the underside for you. All right, now that we've got our '69 Camaro here up on the lift, we're going to go through the underside here as we always do with all our cars and go through, point out to you exactly what it is we're looking at underneath here and how good a condition this car really is in. Starting up front with the steering and suspension components, basically. Everything that you're going to see here is just basically factory stock style steering and suspension components. You've got your stamped upper and lower control arms here, both your upper A-arm, lower control arm. All the ball joints and all of that look to be very good. They actually look like they might not have been replaced too awfully long ago, and you can tell they've been maintained throughout time too, being greased properly and so forth like that. We do have a front sway bar on this car that's going to help tie the front end together here, help it corner basically. The sway bar bushings on both the frame and your sway bar end links, those are in great condition too. They look all good. As far as steering, it is a power steering car. Our steering rods here, the tie rods, those are in good shape. You can see all the little rubber dust boots on the ball joints are all intact. And once again, you can tell everything's been maintained very nicely underneath here. braking components up front since we're already up here. Power brakes, it is disc brake up front, just typical GM calipers and rotors. And of course we have the drum brakes, which was your usual option back then for on the rear of these cars. Now, since we're up here, we might as well go ahead and talk about our drive line here front to back. What we have here, we've got a small block Chevy 350 motor here. We've got that backed up by a turbo 350 automatic transmission. This transmission does have the flywheel cover on it to help protect it, and you can see it's got a nice fin transmission pan here to help keep that transmission a little cooler. That's what those fins are for. As far as the transmission crossmember, that's in good shape. The actual bushing and mount here for the transmission is in good shape. As far as the transmission itself, I'm looking at it and I don't see any leaks or anything on it. It looks to be really dry here. Again, that was a turbo 350. Of course, we've got our drive shaft here, balanced drive shaft. That's going to help eliminate any unnecessary vibrations throughout the drivetrain. And of course, we've got a GM 10-bolt rear end here in this car. Now, this rear has a 273 gear ratio in it. And then as far as the rear suspension, you can see here that we've got a multi-leaf rear suspension. They did go ahead and put a set of air shocks on this car, so the rear ride height is easily adjustable. Just drive up to an air hose, hook it up there, you can raise or lower it wherever you want it to be, and it still gives you a good ride without compromising any of that. As far as your gas tank here, you can see it's just your stock fuel tank. And again, that's in good shape. There's no dents or dings in it. All of the mounting hardware is in good shape. Now the floors on this car, as we look the whole way up through the floors here, very nice as far as that goes. There's no patching, there's no holes that I can see. You see all of your stamped lines in here, so it's all correct metal. As far as the frame, your subframe up here, that's in good shape. See, it's nice and square and nice and straight the whole way up through. Your body bushings here, your body mount bolts and everything, those are in good shape too. Of course, you can see here our emergency brake. It is all hooked up. So you've got your front cable, your intermediate cable that goes back to both rear cables. And then of course you've got your frame J-hook here. As far as exhaust, you can see the long tube headers that are coming down from the motor. Of course, we've got the dual pipes back, a set of dual Flowmaster-like mufflers. I don't necessarily see a name on them, but you can tell they are the chambered type muffler there. And then, of course, we've got the correct style tailpipes that go up over top of the rear end housing and then exit out between the leaf spring and the quarter panel. So again, there's all of your stuff for underneath. The only other things that we have under here to mention would be, of course, what it runs and drives on, tire and wheel wise. We've got a set of factory steel rally wheels. They are 15-inch with your beauty rings and center caps. And then, of course, on those, we have the very popular BF Goodrich radial TA tire. Again, tread on these things is just like new. We've got two 1570 R15s up front, two 4560 R15s on the back, just to give it that little bit of difference in the rake of the car. So all in all, we've got a real nice car here. Brake lines, fuel lines, those are all run very nicely. Pinch welds are very nice and straight on the car too, down both sides. So there you have it. Good metal underneath, good metal up top too. Real nice car. We're going to go ahead and get it down off the lift now.